My name is Staci Kling, and I was born Jewish, and it's been a long journey to get where I am today. So I want to share a little bit with you today of how I became who I am today, and how I've known the Lord and what He's done in my life. Growing up Jewish was not an easy thing. You know how you have your different, we're different and you're different, and you hear that a lot in school. Going to a public school, it was harder. I did go to church a couple times with some of my girlfriends. If we'd spend the night on a Saturday, they'd go to church. And when you go to church and being a different religion and you see how like a Catholic church is, it opens your eyes to a lot of things. And we used to go to temple, but we'd only go like if my grandmother took us. And one funny story I have of her was I remember the services were very long. It was almost like a whole day service. And she said to me, she said, "Now don't you fall asleep. You're not allowed to fall asleep." And I looked over and there she was sleeping. So my sisters and I would laugh and we would just be like, "Grandma's sleeping, don't wake her up, she's sleeping." And she would wake up and she'd be like, "You weren't sleeping, were you?" And we're like, "No, Grandma, we weren't sleeping, but you fell asleep." And she would, deny that she fell asleep. She heard everything. And we would celebrate Hanukkah, but not in the traditional way you would celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah, you're supposed to get 8 presents for the 8 days. And we would just have a big get together, kind of like Christmas time, and, open up presents for Hanukkah at somebody else's house. We never really celebrated it at our house except to light the candles and we'd say the prayer. And then Christmas time we would celebrate Christmas because that's what we did, but we never knew the true meaning of Christmas. You just sit down and open presents with your family and friends. When Mike and I were dating, we attended church a lot, and God really opened my eyes through the worship song, and He made my heart all warm and fuzzy through the songs that were being sung. And on a specific day, I really felt God speaking to me, telling me, "It's your time. It's time to go and open your heart to me completely." So Mike's parents were on the committee at church, and Mike's dad was one of the leaders. So I told Mike, I said, "I really want to go up front and give my heart over to the Lord." I said, "But I'm glued to the seat. I am very scared to go up there." And he said, "Well, I'll go with you if you want me to." And I said, "Yes." So we walked up front to his father, and his father led me through the sinner's prayer. And it just opened many doors for me. And God has it's been amazing the way that He's touched my heart through my husband and his family. And it's just been wonderful since then. Mike's mom wasn't there at the time when I received the Lord as my Savior, and so we called her on the phone and told her about it, and she was very excited. And so with me accepting Christ as my Savior, it's called Messianic Jew. It's Jew for Jesus. And I'm very proud of that. And my kids now, today, they're very proud of it and who they are. Mike's sister, Lauren, and Todd Sullivan, they told us about this church, Parma Baptist Church, and said, "You have to come, you have to come. It's got a great worship team, and God is doing wonderful things there, and the pastor is wonderful." And so we were like, okay, and we had bought our first house right around the corner from here. And so as we started to come, it wasn't every Sunday, we were just kind of deciding if we wanted to be here or not. So then finally I told Mike, I said, "You know what?" I said, "I feel at peace there. God is really working at me there, and I feel at peace there." I said, "Let's start going like we're supposed to go. Let's start tithing like we're supposed to tithe." And so we decided that that's what we were going to do. We were going to see what God had for us here. So we started coming regularly and we started tithing regularly, and God willing, we got pregnant right away after we started doing what He told us to do. And so we got pregnant with our first son, and that was during the 40 days purpose. We decided all this, and then now we have 3 beautiful children, and God has just been doing a lot of things through them. My family's still a lot of pain there because none of them know the Lord, and trying to share it with them. We've been trying to share it with them for a while, but it seems like more that my children are involved with them. The word is getting to them through my children. My sister will come, and she'll come to all the, the musicals that are here and the activities that are here that involve the kids. So if we can work through them with our children, through God that way, then hopefully that's what we can do. God is going to do stuff, and you'll see it. You'll know when it's time. You'll know when it's your time to go up front.